Hello everyone, welcome to NJCaliGardener Family. I am your host, NJCaliGardener, and today I would like to give you guys a full-blown garden tour. It has been a very long time since we have done one, and I want you all to just see what is going on in our garden this year, 2021. Come and join me. I am going to just show you a full tour. As we stated, I want you to know we are allowing a lot of our annuals go to seed, so we can save some cost when it comes to purchasing annual vegetables and herbs. So the first thing you do see is somewhat I call of a kitchen herb garden, because I can walk right out and harvest what I need to cook our family meals. So the first thing you do see is flat leaf parsley that we're allowed to go to seed. Okay, it's in a window box container, and the rest is going to the bees. Here we have our trio of thyme, English, lemon, and silver thyme, as you can see, and it's growing wild. We harvest this and it's coming right back. It's funny. Over here we have our sweet bay laurel, a great culinary herb, fresh or dried. And you see this new foliage is coming every spring. This happens. I don't fertilize our Mediterranean herbs at all. Okay, and we have our regular Greek oregano. Okay, and most of our annual and perennials are in grow bags and containers. So you're gonna see a different variety of things going on. Here is Tuscan blue, rosemary, garlic sage, garlic chive, excuse me. Over here we have a perennial, and this perennial is star jasmine. It has not blossomed yet, but it's going to soon. This star jasmine is a trailing and bush type, and underneath we have Georgia collards that grew from seed on its own voluntarily. Lemongrass that's starting to wake up. As you can see, the new foliage and dead stuff that need to be worked on. An overwinter pepper that needs help. In this container here, this grow bag, 20-gallon grow bag, we have a Moret tree collard. You can see our seed starts. We're going to remove this Moret tree collard and place it in the other raised bed grow bag with its mother. Over here we have a perennial vegetable, which is artichoke, and this is the violet artichoke. We have two different varieties. I'm going to show you the second one in a second. Here in our hugelkultur container that we did some content on about a month ago, this is the Azaleas rhododendron. This is acid-loving perennial. Okay. Grows in the spring, die back in the summer, and you can see that it needs to be deadheaded a little bit. It's like a fuchsia color, but it's on the label it said violet / purple. Here we have the start of our orchard, and we have 3 different type of figs. We have the brown turkey, which is new. Okay, it's now in a 5-gallon container. We have our Desert King, which is known here in the Northwest. You see all the fruit. Over here, we have the Statin Blackberry, which you saw me propagate recent. Okay, it's in a 20-gallon grow bag. Most of our containers are 15 and 20-gallon containers. Some are 5 as well, and 3. Over here, we have our stevia annual. We have seedlings in this 20-gallon grow bag and volunteers. We have a volunteer pumpkins that you see, and we have different variety of beets starting to come up. Over here is the last of our fig, which is our Cadota, genus Cadota. It's a white fig. I love it because it camouflages so that the birds and squirrels won't eat it. Here is the second container. horticultural container of our azalea or the dendron. This is the second perennial. And then here is our sunshine blueberry. One of the first blueberries we purchased 4 years ago. And is in a 20-gallon grow bag now, just like the Misty Blue. My favorite blueberry that's sweet is the O'Neill. Over here we have our flavored Grenade Pluot. Next to it is strawberries. This is the Albion, and we have scallions, and we also have sage, viola, and sweet alyssum companion planting, calengia, and then here to pollinate the flavored Grenade is our Santa Rosa plum. That's here. Back here we do have a compost bin, guys, but we're using this compost bin this year to save on space. And then in that black trash bag is a mixture of compost and leaf mold that we allow to decay. And interplanted is calengia, so you're going to see a lot of calengia in our containers. Here's another one there. A great beneficial flower and medicinal flower if you're growing the right species. And then over here we have our Maya lemon that we had just gave some 10-11 care. As you can see, there's not many leaves here. Now you see the bark on this tree. This is a baby. Okay, this means that it should not really have any flowers or fruit on this tree, but I am experimenting. Y'all know I love to experiment, and so yeah, we'll talk about that another time. We come over here, we have the raspberry, and if you're interested in growing raspberry, just know that raspberry fruit on its old cane. This is the old cane you see here, and as you see, we have flowers, but this is the new cane. So if you have this going on, you're not going to get any fruit until the following year. And again, we're seed saving. This is our tree. This is our collard green. This is a Morris collard green that you see here. Our third perennial in our garden is hybrid tea roses, and this is a white hybrid tea. Okay, first year in our garden. Here is the little NJ's container. This is his strawberry patch of Chandler Strawberries. This is new to our garden, and also his fruit tree, his gala apple tree. Okay, and then here is our Morrow blood orange that has flowers and fruit. Well, most of the flower petals are gone. The bees have done their job, and as you can see, there's fruit in all different areas of this tree. And it's over here as well. Push it back a little bit. You can see this tree is healthy. Okay, and then we have another bushberry, which is a red lake currant, and I did saw a fruit right there. You can see a little bit glistening. Here is our medicinal Cacti aloe vera plant, and this was given to us as a gift a year ago. And then here we have calengia interplanted with arugula. This is rocket arugula. Okay, and this is our old moringa tree that didn't wake up this year. We grow moringa every year, so for me it's not a big deal that it did not wake up, so I'm okay with that. This year we get a little break. And then here is a cold hardy mandarin orange. This is the Aurori Satsuma, and you can see I have not messed with this tree. I leave it as is when it's growing because I believe nature knows best, and you can learn a lot from nature. And as you can see, there's flowers all over this Aurori Satsuma orange, a great Miranda orange for cold hardy on zone 7 through 5. Okay, we can grow it here in the Central Valley zone 9B. That's our growing zone. It's okay, and you can see there's fruit everywhere, and it needs watering. I call it the weeping citrus tree. Okay, and here interplanted that came up on its own is cilantro. All right, and then as I step down, we do have peaches and cream corn. Okay, this one right here was grown indoors. okay, in a 6-cell seed tray, and we have 9 in this 20-gallon grow bag, okay. And then here is our spinach that we need to harvest, that we use for juicing and eating, okay. And here is garlic. This is a little NJ favorite container to mess with, so I just left it here for him. And these are volunteer. In this container, we dropped seed. We dropped corn, okay, peach and cream corn directly from seed. And this did not come up first. What came up first in our volunteer soil was pumpkin. And as you can see, they're starting to take over. We have 7 of these, so we got to basically, you know, remove some. And if you did not know, pumpkin is a great companion plant towards corn. Here we have our newly planted in mid-February, while it was mildly cold, is our red Floral Sugarcane. Okay, and as you can see some red. All right, sugarcane loves full sun and loves to be watered. And in the back there is our onion that we just took, that was in our refrigerator, that rooted, and yeah, now it's in a container. Here is our other citrus tree. This is a standard Washington navel, okay, and you can see the residue of flowers. This tree has never held its fruit. And so this year I'm trying to see what would happen if it was in this area. Usually we have our Mayo lemon tree planted in this area, but this year I want to see what's going to happen. Y'all know I love composting in place, which is called trench composting, or you can just basically do this in the ground or in containers, and that is just digging a hole and putting your food scraps in that container, okay, or in the ground. Over here we have a Thompson grape. This is a seedless grape. If you're new to growing grapes and you want to grow grapes, this is a great berry to grow. If you did not know, grapes are considered berries, okay. There are many different varieties. Some are used for table grapes to eat from. Sorry about that, y'all. Some are used for eating and some are used for juicing or making wine, okay. And then over here we have our good as gold roll hybrid tea roast. This is my favorite one that we have, that Lady NJ picked. This is, I say, her rose. And then here we have our artichoke interplanted. This is the globe artichoke interplanted with kales and spinach and red giant mustard. Here is the Moret tree collar grown from seed about 8 months ago in September of 2020. And here we let it go to seed the red giant mustard, and we grow nasturtiums every year. So here is a nasturtium that you're seeing that's doing okay, is getting enough shade. And then we have a mixture of some mystery peppers that's grown here. And then last but not least, here is a Georgia collard green annual that we allow to go to seed, that we got to collect the seeds as well from this. And then our last fruit tree is the Sanguana blood orange, which is a dwarf citrus tree, or semi-dwarf. And hopefully we'll get fruit from this orange tree this year. And as you can see, there is fruit that is shown, and it needs a little bit more tender love and care. I just want to say thank you all for watching our tour. We appreciate you all. And until next time, peace.